In this video, we are going to graph this polynomial. So, looking at these factors, a factor of x plus 3 tells me that there is a 0 or a root of x equals negative 3. So in other words, negative 3 is an x-intercept. Similarly, x equals positive 1, that's an x-intercept as well. So I will have an x-intercept here and here. Now, we have learned that when you have a factor that is just a plain factor, the x-intercept that you get from such a factor will just go straight through. Alright, the graph will just pass straight through that kind of x-intercept. On the other hand, if you have a factor that's squared, that's going to give you a bounce at that particular x-intercept. Or if you have a factor that is to the third power, it's going to give you an inflection. Okay, so straight through sort of looks like this. A bounce will look like this, and an inflection would look sort of like this. Okay, so we will keep all that in mind. The degree of this polynomial is 3. There are 2 of these factors and 1 of these for a degree of 3. So the fact that I have an odd degree tells me that the end behavior is either going to be like this, sort of like a capital letter N, or it'll be like a backwards N. This is the positive version, this is the negative version. So, because of the negative sign that I see in front, that tells me that this is going to be my end behavior. And most importantly, on the left it's going to start off high. So as I go to graph this, I'm going to start off way up high, and then when I get to the negative 3, I'm going to do a bounce. I'm just going to put a B here to remind me to bounce here. And then see, this next one has no exponent, so I'm going to go straight through that one. So I'm going to start off high, and when I come down, I'm going to bounce, and then I'm going to go straight through at x equals 1. So this is what I'm looking for, a graph like this. Okay, so as I look at my multiple choices, I'm looking for something that starts high, bounces at negative 3, and then goes straight through positive 1. Okay, so these two both start high. These start low, so I know it's not these. This one bounces at negative 3. This one bounces at negative 1. So it has to be C. So it bounces at negative 3 and then goes through positive 1. So the answer is C.